Hello and welcome once again to Solo Board Gaming Presents, and once more the second part in our Beneath the Med review. This time it's going to be a playthrough, as I promised on the first video, and I've just panned back just for the start here so I can show you more or less how I set out my game. I only take up just one end of the kitchen table. It's the kitchen table today. And just take up one end of that. And as you can see, I have my submarine mat, the attack mat, the Mediterranean map, and the dress-up doll. And some counters and dice over that side. So far, the only thing I've actually completed is to make the first decision in this game, and that is to choose the class of sub that I'm wanting to take out on patrol and begin my career as a young Italian submariner officer. So I've chosen the Perla class, which is available at the start of this whole campaign, June 1940. It's a relatively small vessel. It's a large class of vessel in that there were 10 produced, but a small sub, crew of just 47, speed of 14 knots on the surface, that is, and a range of just over 5,000 nautical miles. So the idea of this then, if you remember, is to play through probably just one patrol, because I am time constrained today, just one patrol, to just note how many actual decisions we're making throughout the game to mitigate all that dice rolling, which obviously is a necessity of solitaire games. So I'm just about to arrive at the port of La Spezia to oversee the final fitting out of my boat for our first patrol. So I'll readjust the camera and join you down at the table. Tenente Paolo Solo here, just overseeing the final fitting out of my boat, ready for our first patrol. Just checked the reloads fore and aft. My torpedo tubes fore and aft already fully loaded, and we're doing okay there. I've introduced myself to my trained crew. They're not in the slightest bit impressed. I do get the feeling they know that this is my first command, so I must admit I'm a bit nervous of this first patrol. I've been given a Perla class sub. In fact, it's the Ambra, and this is me, Tenente Paolo Solo, ready for our excuse me, ready for our first voyage. I've also been given the Western Mediterranean as my first patrol, conveniently, because that is the map I can show you. The other maps are off the screen, so I cheated a little bit there. We're going to do a patrol in the Western Med. Now, normally, of course, I would roll on the assignment chart, 1940, June to December, like so. But we've chosen a normal patrol in the Central Med. So we're going to do a basic default patrol in the Western Med. Okay, so The first thing I need to do is to set sail, which we do as dusk falls on the port. We let go the ropes and sail away from the harbour. Once out of the harbour, we submerge into the depths. Into our first transit area, and we roll on the encounter chart. We need to see if there's any aircraft about, and there's nothing. We continue our journey into the Med, into our second transit box there. We've been lucky so far. We roll again to see what we've encountered. It's a transit box, of course, and we've rolled a 7. Nothing to report there. Now we move into the first of our standard patrol boxes. We're just off the coast of North Africa, and I'm concerned that things could hot up from here, particularly with aircraft. So we roll, and we roll an 11. On the encounter chart in the Western Med, an 11 is convoy. Whoa! Okay, so through the periscope, we can see the convoy. And it's an escorted convoy, as usual. So we place our escort on our chart, like so. We'll roll 3 dice, and we've rolled a 1 for a small freighter, 2 for a small freighter, and, my goodness, 6 for a tanker. Okay, let's take a look. Small freighter, just going to place them here at the moment. Our tanker will go here for the moment. I just need another small freighter token. There we go. So that's the view through our periscope right now. In fact, the only one I'm really truly interested in right now is going to be that tanker. So I'm asking my second in command to identify what tanker that is. I advise him to roll 2 d10s, and we're going to use the red one as the 10s. Oh, I've got a 94. So I'm looking down here, 94 on the tanker roster. It's the Darkdale at 8,100 tonnes. I'd say that was a medium tanker, small to medium tanker, 8,100 tonnes. Okay, number 2, give me a time check. What time of day is it indeed? It's just after 12 noon, sir. Okay, it's full daylight. There we go. Do we do a submerged attack? Okay, next decision. First of all, before I decide the attack, do we shadow the convoy instead and wait till night time? No, we rarely get a large tanker, So this decision is we will attack the tanker, and we'll do it now rather than shadow the convoy. Okay, a tanker like that at 8,100 tons, there we go, requires 3 damage to sink. Next decision, at what range should we attack? We could creep up close, but the escort might detect us even before we get to launch an attack. We're going to attack from medium range. So that's another decision. The attack's going to go in from medium range. So at least we escape that first detection attempt by the escort. Next decision. Chance of success. That tank is going to require 3 hits. Even firing 4 torpedoes. From experience, knowing our fire control systems, I'm unlikely to get 3 hits. But we're going to go for it. We're going to fire all four of our forward torpedo tubes against that single target. This is why I haven't bothered identifying the other 2 small freighters at this stage. Okay, here we go. We're at medium range. The base to hit roll is a 5 or less on 2d6. That's not good. We look at the modifiers. There are no modifiers that pertain to this particular attack. So it's a raw 5 to hit. Okay. First torpedo. It's an 8. Miss. Second torpedo. It's a 5. Hit. Third torpedo. It's a 6. Miss. Oh. Last torpedo. It's a 5. Hit. Whoops. Okay. So 2 hits on the tanker. Roll for duds. Duds occur on a roll of 1. So I'm going to roll 2 dice, 1 for each hit. Both of them are good hits. Boom, boom. Off it goes. How many damage have we done? Okay, we've had 2 hits with the torpedoes. I'm going to roll 2 dice again now, 1 for each torpedo, to see how much damage was actually done. Come on, roll low. Come on, roll low. A 2 and a 3. That's like, wow. A 2 does 3 damage, a 3 does 2 damage, a total of 5 damage. Kaboom! That tanker sinks. It only needs 3 damage. We give it a total of 5 damage. It sinks. Good job we made the decision to fire at medium range, because any longer it would have been even less chance to hit. And good job we made the decision to fire 4 torpedoes because only 2 of them hit out of the 4. Superb. Bang. So that's sunk. Keep an eye out for that destroyer while I just mark it in the log. Here he comes. Here comes the escort. He's almost right over us now. Escort detection chart is 2d6. Any dice roll modifiers? No, nothing for the year. We're okay. We weren't close range, thank goodness now. Okay. 2d6. And we need an 8 or less. Oh! Good grief. 8. Undetected. Well done, boys. Maintain silent running. And let's creep out of here. Okay, so we made a decision not to continue to pursue that convoy. We've had a good kill. I want to check all our systems. I've reloaded our forward tubes from our reloads here. And we're moving on, continuing our patrol. Roll on the encounter chart. 2d6. And it's an 8 in the Western Med. An 8 is no encounter. We move on closer to the North African coast, which is just off our starboard bow. And we roll again. We have a 9. Western Med. Warship. Okay, guys. There's a warship more or less directly ahead. It looks like she's on her own. Warships are fast vessels. They're more difficult to hit and they're more likely to detect us as well. I've got to make a decision here. First of all, let's see what kind of warship we're about to encounter. Let's roll those 2d10s. Red will be the 10s. It's a 75. 75 on the chart. Oh, baby. It's the 1,700-ton destroyer HMS Kandahar. Okay, I can see HMS Kandahar through the periscope. She's 1,700 tons, so that puts her there. She's only going to require 2 damage to sink that small vessel, but boy, she's fast. Because she's a warship destroyer, it's going to take, or she gets a +2 instead of +1 on the die roll modifier. She's very difficult to hit. She's fast. She's manoeuvrable. I don't even have to go for her. I could just pass on. But I've only got 1 patrol box left. We're not far off the end of our patrol. Can't pass up the chance. Plus, she's a warship, and if we sink her, then it's a silver medal. My crew are looking at me. What am I going to do? First of all, yes, we're going to make the attack. Let's see what time of day it is. Check the clock. It's a 6. It's night. Okay, we're going to do Change to night. We're going to do a surface attack at night. Oh, okay. What range? What range? It's going to be difficult to hit her. So what range do we? Because she's also going to get a +1 on the detection roll as well. Range. I'm going standard range. That could be the wrong decision, but that's what I'm going to do. Next decision. How many torpedoes? She's only going to take 2 damage, but she's going to be difficult to hit. We're going to give her a full salvo from the tubes in the bow. We're going to fire 4 torpedoes. Surface attack at night, but at standard range. First of all, I've got to find out, because she's going to get a detection roll, does HMS Kandahar, before I even get to fire, because of the range I'm at. So, standard range would be a roll of 11 or 12. Die roll modifiers, she's a warship, so there's going to be a +1 to the die roll. And that's it. Okay. 2d6 with a +1 to the die roll. Oh! Rolled a 4 plus the 1, that's 5. We're undetected at this stage. We get to fire our full salvo. Here we go. We're at standard range, so the default is a 6 or less. But a warship would get +1 to the die roll. A fast destroyer gets +2. I need a 6 or less to hit, but it's a +2. Luckily, it's a night surface torpedo. So I get a -1. That's in my favour. So we're now on a +1 to the dice roll, as modified. First torpedo. 8. That's a miss. Second torpedo. No! 11. That's a miss. But we bracketed this vessel. So come on. 5, 6, 7. That's a miss. We've 1 torpedo left. Come on, come on, come on. Roll low, roll low. 8! Plus the 1, that's 9. All 4 torpedoes missed. Oh my goodness me. You see, we need to practice a lot more our fire control. That was poor, really poor. And now, yes, the destroyer's turning round and coming in because she's detected something. She knows we're here. Here we go. Escort detection roll. It's a warship, so it gets a +1. And that's all. Okay. 8 or less with a +1. Oh, now I roll low. 4 plus the 1 is 5. We're not detected. Okay, we'll attempt to follow. It's only successful on a die roll of 1 because she's so fast. We get a roll of 2. That destroyer has evaded us. That was not good. Okay, we've got no damage at all. We've had 2 encounters now where we've not been detected. First of all by the escort of that tanker, and then by that lone warship, which was a fast destroyer. So we've been lucky. But basically, we've only got our aft tubes left. We've got our deck gun, but that's only good against an unescorted freighter. We roll for our next encounter, 2d6, and we have a 7. We're in the Western Med, remember, nothing. We have no encounter. So we move on now to our transit box on the way home. Roll on the transit table, we have a 4. When we're in transit, nothing. Up to our final transit box before we reach home port. And we roll an 8. Again, nothing. We're home. Crowds on the dockside. We're home. Boys are on the deck of the boat, waving to loved ones. We're home. And we've been lucky. I think that's the first time that's happened where I've had a patrol and there's been no detection whatsoever. So, back into it. We're going to do a second patrol. I've overseen the resupply of my submarine. We've got a full load of 53.3 centimetre torpedoes, steam torpedoes, once again. I've earned, slightly embarrassed, blush blush, I've earned my Submariner's badge for a successful first mission. And in fact, I'm going to see if we can get a conning tower refit. No, we rolled a 5. So we've still got our large conning tower. Never mind. Okay, so back into character, we're all ready to go again. We're leaving La Spezia, and just off the top of the camera here, we're in our first transit box, and we're going to roll for an encounter. Nothing, because we rolled a 6. Down into our second transit box. That one may also be off camera, just. It's just at the top of Sicily there. Roll for an encounter in the transit box, and we roll a 10, which again is nothing. And now we're into our patrol proper. Come on boys, keep your eyes peeled. And we roll for our encounter, and we have a 6. We're in the Central Med, ship and escort. Okay. Guys, we've got a ship and escort. Number 2, what time is it? It's almost midnight, sir. Okay. So let's see what kind of ship we've found. First of all, we'll put the escort on our attack plotter. There she is. Now we'll roll to see what kind of single ship we've found. It's a 5, So it's a large freighter. And I'll put our large freighter just here for a second until we find out how big she is by rolling on the large freighter target roster. 2d10s. Oh, let's see what we got here. We got 64. Okay, so we're looking down 64. She's the Tawny at 2,400 tons. Oh no, sorry. That was my small freighter target roster. Large freighter 64. It's the Silver Bell at 5,300 tons. She's worth going for. So I know it's night time. We've got a large freighter target at 5,300 tons. That's going to take 3 damage to hit it. Do we go for it? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay, boys. Oh, how many? Okay. We're going to go. You saw what happened last time. Our fire control system is absolute rubbish. We're going to go 4 torpedoes. All the bow torpedoes. Okay. Do we risk? No. Okay. Medium range is my decision for our attack range. Medium range is a 5 or less to hit. That's not... Oh. I get a -1 on the die roll for being a night surface attack. So that's worth doing surely, isn't it? Or do I move in closer? Someone on Twitter said to me when first playing this, he said, with this game, you've got to be bold. This is a heck of a decision. I look at my crew look at me. Come on, boss, what are we doing? Okay, we're going in closer. Standard range. Oh! Okay, so first of all, the escort is going to roll for detection before I get a chance to shoot. He doesn't get any modifiers in this particular case, but if he rolls an 11 or 12, we detect it. Oh! 9. Okay, we're at standard range, so we're fairly close in. We're going to take the shot. Take the shot. Okay, first torpedo. Do we get a hit? Off he goes. What do I need to hit? Remind myself. What do I need to hit? Standard range, 6 or less. I'm at night, so it's a -1. Night surface attack. Oh, it's a hit. Because we rolled a mere 4. Now the last attack we were doing, every single double dice roll was high. Don't look a gift horse in the mouth. So, you got a hit. Next one. 12. Oh, I don't get anything for 12, do I? Do I? No? Tell me I don't. Oh, no. Okay, but it's a miss. Next one. Oh, come on. 9. Goes sailing past. Last one. Come on, roll low. 4, 8, -1. No, it's still a 7. I need 6 or less. See, out of 4, I've got 3 misses. Oh, so annoying. Okay, is it a dud? Roll my d6. Oh, no. Boom! It hit amidships. Bang! How much damage have we done? 1d6. 4. No! 1 damage. And how many damage do I need? 3. Move that down. He's limping, but it's 1 damage. That is not good. Okay. Now we've got to roll for detection, guys. That escort swung round and he's heading straight towards us. Come on. Any modifiers? Let's have a look. No, no. No, no, no. Night service attack, but that's from 41 onwards. No, okay. So it's a straight 8 or less and we're undetected. Come on. No! I just rolled a 12. So we're detected. And because he rolled a 12, he gets a +1 on his first attack modifier. So, oh no. We've crash dived, by the way. I took the risk. Okay. He's going to roll 2d6 to see how many hits. Any modifiers? +1. On the first round, because I was attacking on the surface. And +1 for rolling a 12 on detection. So it's the roll +2. Ah! 11. Which should be 4 hits. Okay? But +2, which makes it a 13. Sub-sunk. No! No! No, 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 no. I wanted to demonstrate getting into that cycle of detection. Oh dear. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's it. We're sunk. I could, for the sake of gaming, roll that again, because otherwise we can't demonstrate damage and that kind of thing. So that's what I'm going to do. Pretend that never happened. I'm going to roll again for the escort attack chart. Oh, if only we could do this in real life, eh? But basically I was sunk. But for the sake of the demo, we've just rolled a 5. Remember the +2. So it's got a total of 7. 7 to 8 is 2 hits. Boom. Boom. Okay, this is not good. We rolled 2d6 on our submarine damage chart. The black is going to be 10s, the white is going to be units. Where's the damage? There we go. So it's rolled 2 hits. First hit is at 16. Ooh, okay. Number 16. Oh, electric engine. Number 1 is damaged. That is not good at all. So we find our damage marker. Where are we? Electric engine number 1. There we go. damaged. Now that means we can't manoeuvre so well underwater. Now we're in trouble. We are now in trouble. Okay, we've still got to roll for one more damage. Black is the 10s. We've got a 55. Let's have a look on the damage chart for 55. Where are we? Hull. Okay, I can put up with that one. One hull damage. There we go. Start it off on the hull damage track. That's at least another month of refit, and that's so far. So that's not good. Oh dear, okay. He's going to come in to detect us yet again. He's rolling 2d6 to detect us yet again. And he's rolled a 6. Whew. He doesn't get the +1 for night surface attack anymore, or the roll 12 on detection anymore. So it's a straight 6, 1 hit. Oh, just a second. +1 per electric engine damage. And that's because, as I said, underwater now, I can't manoeuvre so quickly. So that 6 becomes a 7, 2 hits. Oh, okay. Black dice is going to be the 10s, etc. Let's just put that back up to 2 hits. No, that one. There we go. Okay, 2 hits. I've got a 61. Let's check what that is. Whatever it is can't be good. 61. 61. Hydrophones! Hydrophone damage. Let's find the token for that. Oh, okay, hydrophones. Here we go, there we go. Hydrophone damage. Again, that's going to affect my underwater manoeuvrability. Good grief. Okay, there's still another damage roll. 42. There we go. 42 is radio. Okay, we got a radio hit. There's my radio marker. Now, so far, that's 4 items damage. So, if we can't repair any of this, or it gets worse, that's yet another month of refit when we get back. The submarine's now in a fairly critical condition, although we've got no flooding or anything like that yet, which is absolutely remarkable. He's going to come round and he's going to try another detection. Now for detection, I'm previously detected, for instance. Well, let's see if he does first of all. Just a second. Do you know what? The crew are looking desperately at me here for some kind of inspiration. Okay, guys. Dive. We're going deeper. We're going to exceed our test depth. Okay, so take her down. So with the hull creaking, and the crew sweating and looking at me, we automatically take 1 hull damage. We've now got 2 hull damage. I roll 2 dice. If I roll below that amount of hull damage, which I can't really, but you've still got to go through the motions, then the hull will implode. So we roll, and we get a 7. So at the moment, we're safe, but that hull is creaking. He's now going to roll for detection once again. Here he goes. Oh! 12. But I might have just saved our bacon, in the sense that -1 for exceeding the test depth, but +1 for being previously detected, so it's still 12. No! In he comes for his attack. He rolls, and it's a 10. No! So he would get 3 hits, except my hydrophones are out. +1. I've got 1 electric engine out, so that's +2. He rolled a 12 on detection, that's +3. 13. Sub-sunk. I just can't. So, okay, this time I'm going to have to accept it. That's it, game over. I'm dead. Most of my crew are dead. My war is over, and the game is over. Had we got back to base, by the way, which would have been fairly difficult, we would have required another month because of the hull damage. Would have required another month because of we have at least 3 more items of damage. Of course, we would attempt, once combat was over, we could attempt to try and repair these once all combat had finished, if we'd managed to escape from that escort vessel. But we didn't manage to escape. Okay, I pushed my luck. I thought that going below test depth might get me out of it. But there you go. We were dice rolling, of course we were. But my point is, and hopefully we've seen, I was enjoying making various decisions. Once you sight a vessel through your periscope, from that moment on, there's lots of decisions to make in the game. And even whilst you're going through an attack, the last decision I made, wasn't it, was to go below test depth to try and get out of that cycle. By the way, in this game, it's definitely, I guarantee you, the first time on a detection attempt I've ever rolled 12. And I did it twice, didn't I? It happened twice. In my other games or my other patrols, I've never rolled a 12 detection attempt. And that's where it all went wrong. I basically couldn't get away from this guy. But that was fun. Never got my silver medal. But hopefully now, if you don't already have this game, and you're even remotely interested, start your own career, create your own fantastic stories. You'll have a great time. I'm absolutely sure you will. Meanwhile, once again, absolutely appreciate you watching. Thanks very much. Please like and subscribe if you can, and really look forward to seeing you next time for something very, very different. Thank you. Bye.